Selamat pagi semuanya. Biasalah ya, selamat datang juga teman-teman. Kok stream ending nggak tuh? Jadi gue ditantang ini buat menamatkan satu game ya. Katanya kalau gue tamatin nanti gue bakal dikasih game baru. Serem nggak ya? Semoga bagus ya guys ya buat SCP-nya. Kalau nggak bagus kita skip. Harus tamat tapi. Spooky. Itu menegangkan. Apakah ini? Aku ada Kar Astana. Astaga ya. Beberapa bulan yang lalu aku mempersiapkan. Waduh, kalian baca sendiri, kalian terasa sendiri karena mau fokus buat main ya. Biar seru. After seeing that there were other empty tables in the restaurant, I said to you, "Excuse me, I don't believe I know you. Is there something I can help you with? Look, the seats occupied. Find yourself another table." Alright, oke. Ini langsung lanjut ya, langsung ke cerita teman-teman. Gua gak tahu nih kita harus ngapain juga. Bener-bener blind play. Iya, gue habis makan sama Pak Pulung tadi. Kita disuruh ketemu dengan orang gitu. Dikasih kartu namanya SCP. Kar Astana, Washington. Kita buka guys. Terima kasih karena sudah bergabung sebagai anggota dari SCP Foundation. Kita harus ke Security Office di Sektor Sigma tanggal 13 Agustus 2012 jam 9 kita bakal jemput. Siap. Wah, si Pulung makannya banyak banget guys ya, sampai atas makannya dia, tinggi gitu makanannya dia. SCP. Jadi kalau kalian nggak tahu ini SCP itu tentang apa? SCP itu tentang sel di mana tiap sel itu diisi dengan monster-monster ya guys. Tuh lihat. Jadi SCP ini kalau filmnya kalian nonton Cabin in the Woods. Itu SCP guys, pertama kali SCP. Jadi orang-orang mulai terinspirasi buat gamenya itu dari sana gitu loh. Gua nggak pernah main game SCP yang lain, ini perdana gue main. Dikasih sama Rituan, thank you ya. Jadi dia bisa itu barang, bisa monster, bisa individu, bisa ya apapun juga. Itu semuanya dari SCP. Tuh lihat, bisa raksasa lah, apalah, roh lah. Dan nggak boleh diketahui oleh publik. SCP kepanjangannya adalah Secure, Contain, Protect. Itu SCP guys ya. Ini masih intro by the way. Aduh. Dan setiap dari kata SCP berarti bahwa rata-rata lu kalau udah kerja di sana cuma ada satu jalan keluar, mati. Karena kan tahanannya kan monster-monster ya, bukan cuma monster. Itu bisa lepas mereka, dan kalau lepas ya udah berarti harus dikonten kan. Kalau dikonten berarti apa coba? Ledakin aja semuanya. Oke. Sense-nya tinggi banget coy. Oke. Let's go guys. Mission statement. Oh. Selamat pagi Davin. Good morning. Bagus ya gambarnya sekarang ya. Bagus nih gambarnya guys. Di 914. Titut, ada apa Dits? Initializing DRX ke Grand Final. Aduh, gue pengen lihat FPX sih tetap. Kalau Astana 25 bulan ini. Bentar ya, gue lagi main game lain nih. Tolong dong bahasnya yang itu ntar aja ya. Oke, jadi tiap pagi superior kita akan ngasih kita misi, guys. Komunikasi. Oke. Training. Wah, ada 3 set nih. Mau yang mana, guys? Wah, yang mana kita nih? Bentar ya, gue belajar dulu nih. Oke, grup kita punya car. Hai. Selamat pagi. Kita lulusan biologi dengan filosofi, men. Filsuf gak tuh? MIT. Lulusan yang berharga tuh MIT tuh. Di luar sana ya guys ya. Kalau jangan dengarkan semua omong kosong yang dijelaskan tadi ya. Yang penting lu nyaman-nyaman aja. It's good and fine teman-teman semuanya. Oh, ada yang meninggal guys. Gila, Jonathan kehilangan tangan kirinya karena dia bridge protocol. Terus dia nyentuh SCP-247 ya. Melakukan kontak dengan SCP-999 selama masa kerja dilarang. Ih, sumpah ini gimana cara mainnya nih? Oh, jadi mereka bagian archive ya. Jadi mereka ini bagian data, bagian database di belakang, bagian kertas dan kertas, bukan bagian frontal di depan. Makanya mereka bisa bergosip di grup kayak gini. Apa nih Gen nih? Apa nih steward nih? Siap bos gitu kan, siap bos. Oke nih. Review, organize, catalog, modify. Tapi pelan-pelan aja. Gak usah buru-buru. Kita harus training. Oke, siap. Director hour, siap. Man. Oke, anak muda, tempat ini bukan seperti yang kau bayangkan. Kau harus meninggalkan masa lalumu dan mulai lagi dari nol. Kalau pengen hidup di sini, gak bakalan yang ngurus, dan lu harus bertahan hidup sesuai dengan kemampuanmu sendiri. Siap. You will suffer. I suggest you prepare a bag for the vomit to come. Dokter Ham siapa, men? Ingat, Carl. Tetaplah sadar ya. Notice the course you sign up is about to begin. Please join the meeting room. Ini ya. Pagi, Haikal. Mengribet, guys. Mengribet. Sarapan udah dong, kakak. Udah sarapan tadi sampai pulang.
In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days.
30 hari man kita bakal kerja dengan SCP.
Upon completion of his work, he will be a free man.
Iya, kalau 30 hari kita jadi orang bebas.
Jason Carter is now D503.
Maksudnya? Oke, bentar. Sebelum itu gue rasa gue nggak bisa main di Windows kayak gitu ya. Ntar ya gue benerin dulu ya. Soalnya tulisannya nggak kelihatan.
Jason Carter is a death row inmate.
Game horror, ini game horror. SCP.
In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days. Upon completion of his work, he will be a free
Optik
man.
lawan laut, ulangan master 1. Laut.
Jason
Percayalah pada laut.
Carter is now D503.
Indonesia 5 D503 ini kita udah lihat tadi sih. Gue kepencet. Oh. Oke, kita tahanan dalam sini ya. Intinya adalah 30 hari kita bakal lulus, kita bakal bisa keluar dari segala charge karena ini adalah seorang tahanan. Gambarnya bagus. Oke. Seperti film Alien dimana kita bawa sesuatu di tangan kiri kita dan kita nggak punya apa-apa selain lari nanti. Jadi mohon teman-teman semuanya kecilin speaker kalian karena gue takut kalau Om WaWa akan berteriak. Oke. Siap laksanakan bos. Turun. Gambarnya waduh, di mana?
D503 was given no clear instruction of the task to be completed.
Ada screen tearing gak ada?
He must find them out for himself.
Emang skin tearing? Kagak kok, aman kok. Gue gak tahu itu apa ya. Oke, kita harus kumpul waste guys ya. 100 kg gas. Sampai aja. Kilogram. Genrenya ini adalah game horror ya teman-teman ya. Nyantai aja. Gambarnya sih kayak gambarnya ini. Lupa gue. Satu lagi teman-teman. pertanyaannya adalah saya lupa rumah saya di mana gitu loh. Rumah saya di mana ya, rumah saya ya? Nyantai. Apa tuh pala IA itu apa, men? Kita ke incinerator sekarang, tempat bakar ya teman-teman ya. Mari kita bakar apa yang sudah kita kumpulkan sekarang di sampah-sampah semua. Bentar, ini maksudnya gua masuk ke sana atau kita bawa mobil buat masuk ke sana? 1 juta plus ya, makanya nih ngumpul dana dulu nih sekarang nih biar bisa main. Kita harus masuk ke sana deh guys. Pengen banget gua main Lost Judgment. Oke, ternyata sama mobil ya. Semoga terkumpul ya Allah. Damage. Tiga 30 hari mengulang hal yang sama. Apanya sih malam? Suka-suka gua mau live stream jam berapa? Jangan nanya. Kalau gua main horror pagi, siang, sore, malam sama aja guys. Gak ngefek.
This was D503's first day of work.
Sepertinya tugas yang mudah ya.
SCP protocol mandates that D503 now undergo a psychological evaluation.
Mental test. Wah, pinter banget gua. Orang udah jadi nama tengah, semua malam pagi sama aja gak ngefek. Makanya bingung juga gue nih orang-orang yang minta gue lu main malam. Malam tuh gue Mobile Legends lebih ngeri tahu. Hari ke-29. Makan. Oh, jadi dia dikurung di satu tempat ya. Kayak ya udah lu masuk dalam, lu diikat di kursi. Bakal dites untuk psikologisnya itu seperti apa. Intinya video patah kursi masih ada di gua. Parah sih itu video patah sih.
This was the first day D503 psychological data was collected. You're probably wondering, how can this job earn freedom for a death row inmate?
Setuju, ini pekerjaan mudah. Dia kena hukuman mati, tapi kalau 30 hari dia bisa kerja, dia lolos gitu loh.
Good afternoon everyone. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham from Site 83. Welcome to today's training conference. Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457. The desert you saw just now is SCP-7457.
Oh, desert itu SCP.
D503 is a volunteer who we invited to help us learn more about this desert. Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people went missing in this area.
Wow,
As a
329 orang hilang.
we have introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances.
Jadi ada yang bahaya
As
di luar
everyone
sana.
here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works.
Gimana, Bang?
Before we get started, are there any questions?
Saya mau nanya, saya.
Dr. Ham, I'm Will Barton, 3rd Special Squad, Site 86.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies,
Tapi ini
but
anomali
only
ya.
in terms of human anomalies. I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert.
Oke.
How do we begin to make sense of this?
Biasanya ini
That's a
manusia
good
gitu loh.
question, Will.
Sekarang wujudnya beda.
All the unexplained
Padang gurun.
phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies. Human anomalies,
Zaman dulu itu
regional
apa ya?
anomalies,
SCP ini X-Files.
artifact anomalies, and various other phenomena beyond our control. The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them? Okay, next question.
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Mark Harris, a research intern from Site 27. In the video, we saw D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with anomalies?
Okay, Mark.
Menarik.
What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it or they have their own rules.
Oke.
Perhaps you'll understand what I mean once we finish watching the video. Okay, let's move on.
Kita Carl Astana ya namanya kita ya. Menarik. Udah hari
The
ke-8.
first week was fairly normal. However, there was an interesting occurrence on the 8th day.
Ya sini kayaknya mulai bahaya nih ya. Kalian boleh mulai kecilin speaker kalian kalau kalian nonton pakai speaker. Gak ada yang beda sama sekali. Masih sama. Semoga tetap sama dan tidak tidak buat kita kaget ya. Dong, turunin dong.
Let's have a look at what happened.
Oke, coba kita lihat apa yang terjadi. Malam. Oke, tetap dengan pekerjaan yang sama. Tak apa-apa ya, kita jalan-jalan dulu guys. Ini nggak bisa digas mobilnya. Menikmati langit indahnya padang gurun di malam hari, tidak panas. Kenapa nih? Ayo dong, jalan dong. Oke. Seakan-akan kayak pas ini itu jalan ya. Itu liquid teman-teman. Ada 3 lagi, ada 2. Kalau yang ini pasirnya lebih ini ya, lebih fix lah. Ini 3-3-nya harus kita ambil ya, berarti ada kejadian nanti. Jangan makan cacing. Kali-kali ini Dun. Kalian ada yang pernah main gamenya Dun? Nah tuh ada cacing tuh tiba-tiba keluar tuh, serem. Serem itu guys. Broken AC ya, air conditioner. Bukan Assassin's Creed, tapi air conditioner. Satu lagi. Belum kita masuk ke sana. Spontan. Hari-hari gue denger kayak gitu. Mana sih? Apa ini? Apa ini? Spindle of thick black cable that is wound too tightly to see what's inside. It is much heavier than it looks and nobody knows why. It takes a lot of effort. 190 kg guys. Ada yang aneh di sana ya. Berarti kita bakar dulu. Kita keluarkan aliennya dari sana.
D503 had completed his task.
Tapi kena mental ya.
However, he did not realize that he had already encountered his first anomaly.
Oh, itu anomalinya yang baru kita lihat barusan. Ini triangle ini. Ada satu lagi triangle. Hah? Mana guys triangle guys? Oh tiga. Mana satunya? Satu, dua. Kok galau saya? Oh ini loh. Tolong pilih 3 gambar yang hasilnya 5. 5 ya kan? 5 tambah 5 tambah 5, 15 bagi 3, 5 boleh. 15 bagi 3 betul. 5 tambah 5 tambah 5, 15 bagi 3, 5. Hah? 125 bagi 15 salah. 356 kali 124 bagi. Oh inilah gila lu ya. Hah? Salah dong. Guys. Oh ini 6 deh, ini 6 deh. Oh, tunggu dari Allah. Hari ke-8 turun ke hari yang ke-7. Nah, kita udah bisa tidur sekarang. Kasihan sih jadi tes subjek ini.
That night, D503's psychological data showed abnormal fluctuations.
Apa?
Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming.
Ya, mimpi apa, guys? Bro, mimpi apa, bro?
Unfortunately, though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
Mimpi apakah, doi? Lah, ada SPBU di atas. Oke, waktunya untuk menganalisa
marked a
nih.
significant turning point. The start of SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we go on?
Itu Ryan Hall siapa, guys ya? Left.
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Spencer Jones from the Special Operations Department of Site-21.
Hello, Spencer.
It's still unclear as to why D503 needs to pick up all of this trash. If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to SCP-7457, why not just leave him out in the desert? Why assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Masuk akal pertanyaannya.
Okay. Our analysis has indicated that SCP-7457 produces a new cluster of trash every 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh.
If waste collection is not done regularly, all that trash may soon flow into our world. It is worth noting, though, that the quantity of waste created here pales in comparison to the amount produced by humans.
Oh, dia cetak
However,
sampah
it still
terus.
has the potential to become a significant
Kalau nggak
problem in the
dibersihin,
future.
ya tumbuh
By
terus setiap 8
assigning these
menit.
tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash. There is another reason, but we will get to that one later.
Alright, masih ada alasan lain.
Is it not the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of a minor issue before the issue is fully understood?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation.
Wih,
Any oversight or underestimation of the enemy may result in disaster.
oke.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good. Let's move on. The effects of SCP-7457 on D503
Hari
became
15.
most obvious on day 15 of the test.
Day 15.
Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst, even for a death row inmate.
Apa tuh?
D503 found a radar that perfectly resembled his own.
Raider? Loh,
However, D503 didn't seem to think much of it.
meskipun kita dapat hal yang sama, kita tidak terlalu peduli. Aneh sih. Loh, ini ada lagi nih, apa aneh? Mayat ini. Mayat sih itu. The worst day ini, something happen gak sih? Something happen. Semoga sesuatu yang menyenangkan gitu buat kita yang nonton, kita pemain-pemain. Laki badar, tabrak semuanya.
Persistent adverse physiological reactions proved to be a challenge for D503. He still managed to complete his work on day 15. But then he encountered an incident.
Ada kecelakaan.
A sandstorm.
Wah. Badai pasir pasti berlalu.
D503 walked in the sandstorm for a long time, but he couldn't seem to find his way back.
Terus pada akhirnya kita ikutin kabel yang kita dapetin tadi. Kabel-kabel ini agak mengerikan ya. Atau jangan-jangan yang kita angkat tadi, kita bakar, itu adalah tes subjek yang lain yang udah keikat sama kabel. Dasar SCP. Oke, ini dia tempatnya.
D503 managed to find a site just as he was beginning to grow weak with
A
exhaustion.
site?
A site he was not familiar with.
Oh. Rusak sangat. Ini bukan set yang biasa kita datengin. Bohong. Lie. Apa ini men? Bro, apa ini bro? Apa ini udah mati nih di dalam. Mati dong.
Have you ever experienced a call from an unknown voice?
Gua gak paham.
Approximately 13 hours later, a visibly trembling D503 returned to Site 8. We immediately performed a psychological evaluation. Major fluctuations can now be observed in D503's physiological data.
Gimana cara kerja puzzle bos kalau kayak gitu ya?
The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling, we had to abort the mission. D503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control.
Oh, dia jadi SCP-nya nih, dia
He has
dikuasai.
seen the test results of other level D personnel who were analyzed at SCP-7457. That's right, none of the level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave this desert.
Ini mah SCP yang cemen nih, SCP-nya nih. Bukan SCP horor guys. Oh, yang dia kumpulin itu sebenarnya mobil-mobil yang kecelakaan karena semuanya pengen kabur. Gimana saya?
D503 heard the call.
Ada panggilan teman-teman. Gak live di
Humans
TikTok,
often
enggak lah.
believe that their
Biarin
fate
aja, gue lagi
is
live
in
game
their own
bebas soal.
hands,
Mobile Legend aja baru
that
gue
all
live di TikTok.
choices come from their own free will.
Permisi.
They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this world.
Berarti bener dikuasai nih orang.
Out there, in the unknown world, we are as insignificant as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
Kayaknya horror survival. Enggak juga sih. Ini lebih ke arah horror yang B aja. B aja teman-teman. Moshimosh. Moshimosh. Oh, SCP ini kabel SCP telepon umum guys. pada guru itu dia berinteraksi dengan siapapun. Tuh. Berarti benar yang dibakar itu manusia tadi.
This is where D503's instincts led him.
Wow. Itu dibakar. Ya perulangan aja jadinya. Harusnya waktu ambil yang ini ya, ambil orang yang tadi, subjek yang lain, mereka tuh ngelapor gitu, gua habis bakar orang.
48 days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged to D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying degrees of psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations.
Aku juga mulai halu nih guys, mari
So
nih guys.
far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed. The Foundation has tested 31 Level D personnel in an area spanning
31
2,267 square miles. Our testing continues. When you work for the Foundation, you will face various anomalies. Some can kill you, some may drive you crazy, and some will make you feel that living is worse than death.
Oof.
Let this be very clear. SCP-7457 is just a taste of what you will face in the future. Before joining the Foundation, you were all leaders in your respective fields and industries.
Siap.
Researchers, special forces, FBI agents, national security experts. Well, SCP does not care how smart you are, how accomplished you are. It doesn't matter to them how many doctorates and titles you have. You are no different from helpless ants when confronted with these anomalies. Remember this. It is the most important advice you will receive. Do not take risks. You will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run, because that's the only thing you can do. God won't protect you here.
Gila.
Welcome to the Foundation, rookies.
Oke, kita tahu
I'm
satu
Dr.
kode
Ravenham,
SCP.
and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
Aduh. Masih satu nih, masih satu. Pelajaran pertama ya. Lihat anomali, lari aja. Gak usah dilawan. Steward ini siapa lagi? Ke kafetaria. Ih sumpah, kalau gak ada jam scare-nya ngantuk gua. nih ya. Apa nih? Oh, dia kasih file ke Gen, ke steward, terus ke kita habis ini. Site 74. Aku siap dengan tugas baru. I'll do my best, sir. Teman-teman kita kayaknya nggak gas-gas terus ya. Kenapa nih?
I'm Agent Q from the Accident Investigation Department. Containment breach occurred at Pony Station and contact with the Foundation has been lost. Agent Bella Lawrence was given orders to enter Pony Station and retrieve the black box. Following is a transcript of the interview with Bella Lawrence.
Bella Lawrence. Berarti ada macam cerita-cerita kecil, nggak melulu soal cerita besar, guys. Ini cerita potong-potongan nih.
Blood pressure of 175 over 110. Experiencing mild convulsions. Administer 5 milligrams of metformin to help control blood pressure.
Oke.
Bella? Bella?
Bella.
The drugs seem to be taking effect. Go ahead and ask questions. I can't be certain how long she'll stay awake for.
Where's the black box, Sparrow? 3 days ago, you were tasked with investigating the situation at Site 74, Pony Station. You were assigned to retrieve the black box. Now, out with it. Where is the black box?
Nah lo.
I brought it back. I brought the black box back.
Don't lie to us. You never brought it back.
No, that's impossible. I remember. I completed my assigned task. I swear. Shit, my head.
All right, here now. This isn't an interrogation. We are not here to lay blame or point any fingers.
Ini siapa-siapa lagi nanti.
Bella, I'm terribly sorry to have to bother you in such a state, but it is critical that we find that black box. We need to know what happened at Pony Station.
My memory's a mess at the moment.
That's fine. We'll take it slowly, step by step. Why don't we start from the moment you received your mission? Tell us what you remember.
Mulai dari awal.
I'll try. That night. Currently heading to mission site Site 74, Pony Station. We'll arrive in about 3 minutes.
Very good, Sparrow. It's been 48 hours since the Foundation lost contact with Pony Station. SCP-701 experiments there have been ongoing. We have reason to suspect a containment breach.
What is my mission?
According to Foundation security regulations 709S, Each site must have a black box placed in a secure area to assist in identifying the cause of an accident, should one occur. Your task is to investigate the situation and retrieve the black box.
Black box? Got it. Okay, I've arrived.
Ambil black box. Oke.
I'm able to observe the mission site from here, but it doesn't seem like one of the Foundation's secure facilities.
Pony Station, officially known as Site 74, was originally a hydroelectric power station. After it was abandoned, the Foundation repurposed it as one of their sites. Initially, it was used only to contain a few safe-level anomalies, but recently it's also taken over SCP-701. I don't know all the details. We won't know the truth until you retrieve the black box.
Got it. I'll complete the task as instructed and retrieve the black box.
Bisa masuk ya? Ambil black box 3315891. Press tab to open the collection. Gue gak bisa nyalain apa-apa guys. Nih tempatnya nih, gelap banget nih.
I've just entered Pony Station.
Retrieve the black box from the lab. Room 705. The elevator. 7th floor. Sparrow. Must.
What's that? Bald Eagle, you're cutting out. Damn. This is out of the safe range. I'll place a reality anchor. Okay. Much better. Now let's find that elevator.
Reality anchor guys. Apa nih?
All the plans, including the project schedule that follows, have been disrupted. The actors of the whole site is theirs. They managed to procure a goddamn script from God knows where, and they've taken over my laboratory accordingly. And Dr. Cooper, or whatever his name is, in particular, he puts on airs every time the operation starts as if everyone should listen to him. Who does he think he is? I had to let him know who's the boss around here.
Apa itu? 25 sen koin. Apa itu? Apa itu teman-teman? Kok gak ada apa-apa ya? Ada suara. Oh, pipa bocor. Gua kira ada suara apa tadi? Mana ya? Wah! Apa itu? Spare key to room 101 place under the flower. Spare. Oke. SCP-701 ini apa, guys? Oh, ada eksperimen pakai SCP-701.
Dr. Tyler Cooper. I've heard of this guy. A bit of an eccentric and a thrill seeker.
Thrill seeker. Really? Hancur-hancuran nih. Central Staff Manager. Kita naikin dulu. Ada apa di sini? Siapa SCP-701? Atau lebih tepatnya apa itu SCP-701? Nah ini nih baru enak nih, nuansa-nuansa horor. Masa kita main dari tadi gak ada? Wow, oke. Siapa ya? Lah mana dia? Gak ada siapa-siapa di sini. Pak, mana ya Pak ya?
This must be the elevator. To the 7th floor, then. Blood we offered. The hanged king we served. I serve my king with my blood? Blissful suffocation, sacrifice of sin? What's this? Some kind of poem?
My head.
Biar sadar ya.
Shit. I'm very familiar with cognito hazards. I've been trained to deal with them. But this wasn't anything like that. I couldn't breathe. It was like there was a knot tied around my throat. I was weightless, hanging, gasping. No matter how much I struggled, nothing helped.
That does sound terrifying. But perhaps it was just a nightmare, though.
No. We wake up from nightmares. Not from this.
Oke, masih lanjut ceritanya.
Are you kidding me? It's even lower than before. I've got to go to reality.
Cek realita.
I guess I'm taking the stairs.
Itu terkunci. Kita lewat tangga. Wih, apa tuh?
What the?
Apa tuh? Gak ada apa-apa guys. Help. Help. Blood. Apa nih? Help semua sih ya. Tidak ada yang aneh-aneh teman-teman. Ruang archive.
This cognito hazard. Could it have something to do with SCP-701? The situation here is much more serious than I expected.
Apa ya ini ya? SCP ini? Merinding gue. SCP ini tentang apa ya dia ya? Penasaran men jadinya men. Round handle. Astaga. Ini kok bisa di mana-mana sih?
It's all very unusual these days. Many people have come to the site, but they haven't registered with the authorities. I've heard that Cooper and his team are rehearsing a script into a play, and that all participants are required to record their daily status. My experiment has to be put on hold because there's no one left to work on it. It's not right. I'll write an email to the minister and inform him of the malpractice going on here. Who's that?
Anda malah praktek. Siap. The King's Tragedy. Nih buat kalian-kalian yang belum pernah lihat ya, ini nih sebenarnya adalah disket masa lalu ya teman-teman ya. Ini waktu Om WaWa suka nonton Voltus 5 pakai VHS. Ini keris empu gandring guys. Jadi menarik di sana ya. Nah. Dikit, tipis-tipis lah. Iya, jangan kagetin om-om ini ya. Kita main santai aja main, kita pelan-pelan aja gitu loh. Kaget tapi nanti. Ini apa sih SCP-nya nih?
Why would Dr. Cooper need so many volunteers? And what on earth is this SCP-701?
Tapi dia udah terlanjur fatal ya, udah terlanjur kejadian. Jadi banyak yang meninggal dalam fasilitasnya. Dan SCP ini mirip dengan kodam-kodamannya Jojo Bizarre Adventure. Lo kalau nggak tahu kekuatannya ya pasti meninggal juga kita bisa-bisa nih.
Finally, luck is on my side. This ought to get me to the 7th floor.
What? Oh. 5. Oh, turun, guys.
Rehearsal notice?
Ada rehearse barang loh.
Going on here? 4th floor again? The way out of here might have something to do with these clocks.
Bener gak ya? Oh, jam rehearse tadi, Bentar. 746 11. Ini lantai berapa nih kita nih? Di lantai 5 ya? 746 11 guys. Terus jam 9. It's showtime. Kaget gua.
I've never seen such a low value.
Jadi harus dinetralkan pakai reality check.
What is that smell? When was the last time I cleaned this place?
Lala.
Voice. It's that voice again.
Voice? What voice? What voice?
I serve my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation.
Tell us what it says.
Sacrifice of sin. No.
Bella, are you feeling better now?
Suffocation.
Jadi mereka mempersembahkan dirinya mereka buat jadi korban.
Tight, weightless, hanging, nothing around me, just my feet dangling, struggling, fighting. It will swallow me and make me its slave.
Bella, you are completely safe here. Nothing can hurt you. Okay, let's continue.
The situation there was much worse than expected. Much worse. I knew I had to get in touch with the Foundation. I managed to find a phone, and I called her back up. This is Sparrow, 09868, for Bald Eagle. I'm at Pony Station on the 7th floor. The situation here is much worse than expected. I need backup.
Bella, are you sure this is actually what happened?
What do you mean? Yes, of course I'm sure.
Come on, Bella. Try and focus.
What are you talking about?
Bella, you never made that phone call.
Huh?
Of course I... What?
Pony Station was completely cut off. There was no contact with the outside world whatsoever. A phone call? That would have been impossible.
No, but...
Ayo, salah di ayo.
What did you see, Bella? Tell us what you saw.
Wow, salah semuanya, main halusinasi. Waduh. Oke. Lari Bella. rusak men, dikejar-kejar di belakang. Oke, kita masih selamat. SCP-nya pun nggak tahu tuh ya namanya apa ya.
We're evacuating. Damn it. After the show, everyone went crazy. Some hacked themselves. Some killed each other like beasts. And that damn evil white monster. This was all destined to happen when he brought in that script. Everything that happened here is all Cooper's fault. It's their fault. This will be the last recording from the experiment. The hydropower plant was shut down forever. And no doubt my experiment will also... What's going on? What's going on? Ah!
Mati. Oke, jadi gini guys ya. Jadi mungkin SCP-nya yang di sini ini bisa masuk ke realita alam bawah sadar kita gitu loh. Tuh SCP-701. Apa ya ini ya? Sabar. Apa ya angka 27 itu apa lagi men? Bentar guys. Listrik kita oke. Di lantai 4. Orangnya hilang cuy yang di sini. Masih angka 27 ya. Tapi karena listriknya udah nyala berarti yang di sana tadi kita udah bisa masuk lagi. Let's go guys. Let's go. Menarik sih. Dipersilahkan buat ke sana. Aduh. Jadi mereka ke sini semua. Oh. Jadi kalau lu udah pakai reality lawan SCP, lu bakal lihat halu-halu semuanya. Semuanya langsung menghalu. Gak ada apa-apa ya, udah cuma cari dokumen doang. Kaget gua. Oh ini bisa dijatuhin ternyata guys. Disenggol pun dia jatuh gitu loh.
Why does it look like they're all going to the same place?
Kayaknya mereka pengen ke sana nih, ke testing lab SCP. Siap. Kita lihat dalamnya apa. Jadi pemuja SCP coy. Kita dapat black box-nya, cabut yuk. Ini yang dia bilang kan, kayak realitanya nanti bisa tuker-tuker semuanya. SCP-49 yang mana ya? Jatuh aja tuh satu-satu tuh, gak apa-apa kita. Mau kagetin Om WaWa. Apakah Anda yakin, anak muda? Ini seakan-akan cukup gampang. Nah, ini terakhir kita di sini nih guys. Kita bawa black box terus kita hilang ingatan tiba-tiba.
Bella, we really need you to tell us the truth here.
Lah?
What do you mean? I'm telling you the truth. I completed my task. I retrieved the black box from Pony Station.
Looks like the cognito hazards really did a number on her.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Bella, there was no black box in sight when we found you.
That's impossible. I'm positive. I know I had it in the escape elevator.
And there is no escape elevator in Pony Station. None of what you're saying adds up.
Kita orang halu, man.
That's impossible. It's just impossible.
Look at me, Bella. Try and focus. What really happened?
What really happened?
Bella, think carefully.
I...
Bentar, ada yang salah? Oh, kita ulang di sini. Jadi waktu kita masuk itu bukan cuma dapetin black box. Ini ada sesuatu yang terjadi di sini. Jadi bukan black box yang kita lihat. Kayak ikut drama gitu di sini ya. Oh, jadi pemenangnya tuh dia, jadi semuanya berantem di dalam.
Station will have to be locked down. That much is for certain.
Wah, apaan tuh?
So SCP-701 is a script. One performance.
Oh, itu cuma skrip?
Dr. Cooper, what have you done?
Skrip doang, tapi tiba-tiba karena mereka jalanin skripnya ya aktif SCP-nya. Buset. Udah gak ada lagi ya. Jadi mereka satu fasilitas ini bunuh-bunuhan akhirnya. Ya itu tadi, gara-gara mereka jalanin skripnya. Ini menarik sih. Apa-apa. Gara-gara skrip SCP-nya itu satu lembar kertas. Dimengerti bos, siap laksanakan. Holy the moly guys, lihat tuh.
SCP-701, the Hanged King's tragedy.
Halo Teguh, selamat datang. Dan tangannya ke atas.
I serve my... Who's there?
Wah, ini lagi.
What the fuck?
Sacrifice his head and seek redemption with his blood.
Kill him! Kill him!
A despicable usurper does not deserve the glorious crown!
Wah, ada apa nih? Kenapa kita jadi boneka?
What the hell is going on? It's the goddamn cognito hazard again. I need to leave right now.
Tapi sekarang kita ini jadi boneka, guys.
Witness our blood is hanging!
Udah kena tusuk lah, apalah. Sekarang udah gak bisa lari lah. Jadi orang-orang kayu. Selamat siang Arisa. Jadi ini ya, jadi brutal semua ya. Intinya kita harus kabur dari sini. Tapi begitu kabur kita diinterview sama bosnya kita. RIP. Ya. Ini game cerita kecil-kecil, jadi SCP itu semacam ya apapun itulah ya, anomali-anomali. Yang biasanya anomalinya adalah aneh-aneh.
With my blood, I serve my king.
What the heck, guys?
With my blood, I serve my king. With my blood, I serve my king. With my blood,
Dia salah gara-gara
I
dia
serve
baca
my
kertasnya.
king.
Kalau dia nggak baca kertasnya dia
With my
nggak bakal
blood,
kesurupan.
I serve my king. With my blood, I serve my king.
Her condition is unstable. I've just injected her with a sedative, but you need to let her rest for a while.
Thanks, Doctor. Well, let's go then.
What? We haven't found the black box yet.
You still don't get it, do you?
Get what? What do you mean?
A black box is merely a vehicle for recording the truth. But a black box isn't always a black box.
Dia yang jadi black box ya.
That's right. She is now the black box. Got time for a cold one? Because our work here is done.
Bentar. Ini gimana sih? Dia jadi manusia kayu separuhnya atau gimana guys?
I serve my king with my blood. Blissful suffocation. Sacrifice of sin.
Wow, saya tidak tahu apa yang terjadi.
The black box has been properly contained at Site 105 and pending further investigation. Above is the full record of the inquiry.
Oke. Ya intinya pokoknya orang yang tadi ya udah gitu loh, dia yang jadi kontainernya. Yang penting pokoknya secure, contain, sama juga diprotect. Belum tamat ini guys, masih mulai. Minumnya espresso buat nyadarin diri kan. SCP 660. Gampang sih ini sih. Apa nih? Asik. Oke, training system guys ya. SCP baru needs, SCP apa nih? Aduh.
There are many stories in this world. Some are read widely all over the world. Some are hidden in dust and known only by a handful of people. Today I'm going to tell you a story no one else has heard before. A real story of mystery and wonder and adventure. And then you too will become the guardian of this story. The story takes place in a world of long ago. The hero of our story is a little boy. His name is Daniel.
SCP berapa nih guys?
One day, out of nowhere, Daniel got a serious case of chickenpox. It made him look like a strawberry. To make sure he didn't spread it to others, Mrs. Page, the principal, had him isolate in an attic. And so, in the attic he lived, all on his own.
Mr. Daniel, while up here in this attic, you'll have plenty of time to practice your penny whistle. I hope you practice well and prepare for next month's art festival.
But Mrs. Page, the melody is so difficult.
Don't give up, boy. You don't give up before you fight.
Gambarnya bagus. Sangat kartun gitu ya.
Daniel was reluctant at first, but he trusted Mrs. Page, and he knew he should listen. And so he practiced the penny whistle.
Apa nih? Oh. Kenapa begini ya? Duh. Duh, masih bisa miss-miss gitu ya.
Suddenly, he heard some strange noises in the corner of the attic.
Huh? Who's there?
Daniel decided to go over and take a look.
Oh, bisa gerak kita.
It was a mousetrap, and there was a red origami paper dragon inside of it. Daniel carefully removed it. It was marvelous and beautiful. The only problem was part of its wing was damaged. But Daniel found a way to repair it.
Choose an item to repair.
Daniel held the repaired paper dragon high up in the air, imagining that it soared over all the world below.
Cakep.
He played and played with the paper dragon.
Wee! Woo! Dragon! Soar!
In the warm afternoon sun, Daniel had to fight his eyelids just to keep them open.
Could it be? Or is this all just a dream?
Cuman mimpi.
The next day, with boredom and loneliness weighing him down, he began to fiddle with the old radio.
Our town is located in the plains, where earthquakes are not particularly common. Although there are 17 fault zones around us, they are all inactive.
Tapi SCP-nya apa nih guys? Kok tenang-tenang aja kayak film kartun gitu?
A scrunched up ball of paper rolled over to his feet.
Where did this paper ball come from?
Just as Daniel went to pick it up, the ball suddenly came to life, and it rolled away. Daniel chased after it.
Bisa-bisanya lari.
Just as he was about to seize the rolling paper ball, suddenly, terrible sparks erupted from it. Before his very eyes, the paper ball began to grow, bigger and bigger.
What?
At that moment, a red figure
Asik
suddenly
naganya menolong.
appeared. The red figure quickly subdued the paper ball and threw it into a cardboard box. Daniel studied the red figure carefully. It had a sticker on its fluttering wing. It was the paper dragon.
I wasn't dreaming. Thank you for saving me.
Daniel was grateful and very happy. He walked closer to the paper dragon, but the paper dragon seemed timid and afraid and backed away. Just then, Daniel had an idea.
Oh, dia main musik.
He took out his penny whistle and slowly played a tune.
Kok rip ya main beginian ya? Susah. Sabar ya guys ya, gue fokus dulu guys. Lo, apa
The
kabar
paper
baik?
dragon enjoyed the sound very much. It began to move along with the rhythm, flipping up and down in the air. Soon the two were playing and dancing, just like old friends.
Pertanyaan gue ini apa nih lagi nih? SCP emang ada yang baik ya?
The paper dragon traced out a beautiful arc in the air, communicating with Daniel in a unique way.
My cherished friend, after many long years, we finally meet again. Tell me, how has your family been? A great thank you for playing that music for me. You know how I love the beautiful rhythm of that instrument. But we ought to take precautions, as the room is not stable. Do you still remember how the room works? You're welcome to visit any time.
The piece of paper then changed back into the shape of a paper dragon and flew into the cardboard box. The box closed shut, and a calm silence was restored to the attic. Daniel rushed to find a watercolor pen and marked the box with excitement in his fingertips.
Here. B. Dragons. Asik.
Over the next few days, the paper
Winson,
dragon
hi.
came out often to play with Daniel. During this time, Daniel introduced many of his friends to the paper dragon.
That cat's name is Mrs. Carter. Ever since I secretly fed her some fish for dinner, we've been good friends. That's Duke, Mrs. Jessica's pet. He doesn't like Rainy Day or Mrs. Carter. Only smoked sausages for his taste.
Yeah.
And now, we are friends too. My name is Daniel. What's your name?
Gua gak tau nih SCP apa nih.
The paper dragon
SCP-nya anak
flapped its
kecil kan.
wings, as if
Ngantuk
it
gua yang
didn't
ini.
understand him.
Gimana kabar yuk?
Well, since you like the sound of the penny whistle so much, why don't I just call you Penny? I'll keep practicing to make it sound better.
Daniel and Penny then played baseball together in the attic.
Let's play cat.
What the heck, man?
But just as they were in the middle of enjoying themselves, a violent shaking suddenly rose from the ground.
A stubborn earthquake is back at it, folks, and it seems even stronger than last time.
At this moment,
Iya,
the
ini
box
SCP
suddenly
betul.
shot open.
Udah SCP
and
ketiga.
thick clouds
Ini
of
ketiga.
smoke billowed out, followed by
1, 2
several
oke
paper
lah.
balls.
Yang 2 yang oke.
Penny attacked the paper balls without a moment's hesitation and promptly threw them back into the box. Penny then flew around in front of Daniel and rushed right back into the box. As the box closed, the earthquake stopped. Facing a friend's farewell without a formal goodbye, Daniel felt confused and lost. He moved the box to the center of the attic. Facing it, he practiced his penny whistle, day in and day out.
SCP macam apa ini?
As the days went by, Daniel's playing became smoother. One day, the box suddenly began to move.
Oh, kertasnya keluar lagi.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4. This time there were 4 paper dragons.
Anjir, jadi naga 4. Tapi banyak yang intunya.
They weren't alone. Enemies began to jump out of the box too.
Earthquake! Another earthquake! This time it's reached a magnitude of 5.8!
In that small attic, the 4 paper dragons fought fiercely against the paper balls. This time, the paper balls used new tactics. They clumped together into a single monstrous ball of paper. It began to shoot strong bursts of electric sparks at the paper dragons as they flew through the air. As they were hit, the paper dragons fell from the air, one after the other. Seeing the injured paper dragons, Daniel felt very distressed and anxious. Just then, one of the paper dragons painfully started to fly and gathered the remainder of its power. The paper dragon transformed into a great beam of light and dove straight down to pierce through the monstrous paper ball.
SCP-nya punya anak kecil kali ya dengan imajinasinya ya.
The monstrous paper ball was blasted to bits, exploding into smaller paper balls. Trembling, they struggled to escape back into the box. The sacrificed paper dragons were reduced to swirling shreds of paper, and a silence pervaded. Peace and tranquility were restored once again to the attic. Daniel saw the remaining 2 paper dragons lying on the floor, badly wounded. He rushed to grab some stickers and treated them at once. Suddenly, countless paper dragons began to gush from the box. The 2 wounded paper dragons were repaired and began to fly. Like 2 colored threads, they merged with the other dragons, flying in unison.
Bisakah kita sudahi cerita anak-anak ini dan beritahukan kepadaku SCP apa?
Daniel eagerly took out his penny whistle. He showed all his paper dragon friends the results of his hard work and practice.
Bentar guys. Oke, coba ya. Udah pinter kita. Perfect keren tuh. Bisa gue terlalu cepat di angka D sama F. Tapi sekarang tidak lagi teman-teman, karena kita udah terbiasa. Asik. Dong, total skornya agak 2000 gitu. Udah pinter lah WaWa lah. Ini ada. Perfect semua bos. Oh, jadi tiap musiknya dia ini jadi naga. SCP apa nih guys? Kayaknya buat menghilangkan stres ya. Maksud gue SCP yang kedua kan lumayan stressful gitu. Dikasihlah kita SCP yang biasa aja.
In the sweet melody of his playing, Daniel felt himself enter into the world of dragons.
Wow.
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world. Please believe this farewell will only be temporary.
Jadi mereka harus hancurin.
Not be apart forever.
Berarti ini SCP yang baik, men.
Never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
What? Tuh, dihancurin.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again.
Apa yang penting nggak gempa, kecil.
A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned. Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning!
Loh, kok ada lagi?
6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
What? Semangat, naga-nagaku, kalian bisa. Kalian naga-naga nih kelihatannya. Kalau Om live lagi enggak salah lagi. Ayo naga-nagaku.
Balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move.
Apa ya ini?
Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violent lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura. Giant unleashed its power maniacally.
Ini cocok buat anak kecil ya, SCP-nya nih.
Struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliant. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant. Daniel thought the giant had been defeated by the paper dragons, but soon he found that things would probably not be so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. Dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is going stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
Halo?
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what.
Ya iyalah, itu kan naga ya. Kertas lagi.
Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
Please lah.
The huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic.
Aduh.
The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons. Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces. He thought he could still fix them.
Yalah, man. Udah nih semua nih. Kok menyedihkan, astaga naga kita disuruh susu.
Goodbye, my friend.
A touching story.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
Sumpah ngantuk SCP-nya. Gak jelas.
A few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
Jangan lu suruh gue main seruling lagi cuy, capek cuy.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
Oke, disuruh lagi apa-apa. Kita udah jago. Meskipun cepet nadanya ya. Aman guys. Asik, ada kenangan-kenangannya gitu keluar. Sedih. Goceng bisa kayak goceng ya, goceng guys. Goceng please. Terusin lagi. Gua gagal cuma di awal-awal tadi tuh. Ayo dong, 450 lagi. Gak bisa, gara-gara gagal di awal. Ini SCP, tentang SCP.
that's how the story ends.
Lah!
Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world.
Kenapa di
just
Twitter
like they
viewernya meledak
promised they
sedangkan-
would.
Karena gini,
Forever.
YouTube gue ini udah kena shadow ban dari 5 tahun
eternity.
kemarin, coy. Dari tahun 2018 awal, 2017 akhir. Gak paham lah gue sama YouTube ya. Gue pasrah aja sih, makanya gue main game-game bebas di sini. Ya elah, cerita SCP macam apa itu? The heck, man? Oh, SCP 1762. Oh, 2 tahun. Jadi naganya itu SCP gitu loh. SCP-nya nggak cocok dengan dia. Ya iyalah, kayak SCP anak-anak itu ya. Terus SCP-nya juga baik gitu, bukan yang tipe ngagetin, ngancurin atau apa. Kadang tuh gue sedih guys ya liat viewer gue di YouTube ya. Hei, viewsnya tuh sedih banget sedih. Kurang menarik kali yang nge-stream. Tapi sebenernya gak juga sih. SCP berapa nih? SCP 300. Memetik. Car, yes bos. Oh, ada aircraft yang harus disusun guys ya. Waduh, misi darurat di atas skillnya kita. SCP-239. Nah, CP-CPan dah, gue udah.
D6744, please provide your identification code according to the mission letter. 4 and 20 blackbirds.
Tell me, Doc, when was the last time this rag on my head was washed?
D6744, according to the 7th edition of the Security Regulation Amendment, you must first provide your identification code. Otherwise, you will be executed.
All right. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You're a real fan of these formalities. Everything's got to be right by the book with you. Oh, God. Fuck.
Mike Donald, consciousness intrusion expert, former leader of MTF UP2, codename Spider. Now, level D personnel, number 6744.
enough with these damn formalities. Just what the hell you want me to do?
D6744, do you know about the Witch Plan?
I've heard the name, that's all.
The plan is under the direct command of O5. Every last detail of the plan is protected by the strictest confidential terms.
So what?
D6744, what you're about to witness is top secret information of the Foundation.
The hell is going on?
A few hours ago, something went wrong with the Witch Plan experiment. The energy of the human anomaly, SCP-239, is out of control and has begun diffusing outward, disintegrating everything it touches.
You guys seriously never cease to amaze me.
SCP-239 is now a ticking time bomb. She could go off.
Thank you, Revan. See you.
D6744, I need you to enter the consciousness of SCP-239 to stop this bomb from exploding.
The neural key is fully charged and ready to enter the target consciousness space.
Begin the program.
Consciousness begins to link. Start
D6744, we don't have much time left.
3, 2, and size.
Ini apa lagi coba, ya kan? Nah ini yang gue liat di Steam, beda-beda SCP. Pengantuk ya.
D6744, can you hear me?
Son of a bitch! Fuck you!
The situation is urgent. If you were still the way you used to be, you would have done the same.
Hello there? Hey, wait!
D6744, what did you see?
A little girl, but she ran away when she saw me.
That little girl is SCP-239.
Ooh.
What else have you discovered?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Help me.
The girl's consciousness is severely damaged. That probably explains her total loss of energy control.
Then how should we proceed?
I'll have to enter her preconscious. If there's a solution to this, it's gonna be in there.
Good. D6744, you really are the right person for this mission. D6744, I must remind you, SCP-239 is no ordinary girl. She is uniquely dangerous. Do not forget.
Yeah, I got it. I'm dangerous too, don't forget.
Oke guys, udah, ntar lagi ya. Ngantuk banget gua mainnya, serius. Hah! Ntar kita tamatin aja di sini. Saya tarik nafas sebentar ya teman-teman ya. See you guys, bye. Ngantuk.